Hi guys, it's Uga and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be answering the 20 questions book tag. This tag was around Goodreads and it's now on BookTube, and well, it's just answering questions. So it's 20 and I know I will take time, so let's dive in or else I will take too much time. So the first question is, how many books is too many books in a book series? Well, unpopular opinion here, I don't tend to like trilogies. I will explain why. Because I felt from the trilogies that I've read, the second book is just suffers from what I call the middle book syndrome, which is like it doesn't happen a lot and it's just like a plot driven book for connect the first book action to the third book, and it doesn't bring almost anything else to the story. I found that problem on A Darker Shade of Magic. It was the last one that I've read, the second book, and I was like, yeah, it has a cool concept of a tournament, but the tournament only appears in the last 200 pages of the book, because the first 400 pages or whatever else is just setting the connection between the first one and what's going to bring to the third one. So yeah, what it means to be too much, it depends on the series. You know, I've read The Night School by C.J. Daughtry is 5 books, The House of Night is 12 books, and I loved all of them, but I think it was too much. You can condense a little bit. I think till 6 books, it's an acceptable series, because it can hook you, you know, it doesn't suffer from the middle book being sometimes weaker, because you can expand the series and expand the world. I think when it goes beyond 6, it has to really hook you and hook the reader to continue the series for longer and longer books. So I think maximum 6, but it can go whatever you want, and if the book is worth it and if it hooks the reader to continue pursuing this adventure. Question number 2, how do you feel about cliffhangers? In chapters, amazing. In books, good when I get the second book like in home. If it's like a recent published book and it's have a cliffhanger, I'll be very mad because I'll have to wait like a lot of time to read the book. What it means is I'll have to wait a long time till I read the book to know what happened, and that is frustrating because I'm like, I want to know now what happens. I want to finish now that cliff and to end up more or less good. So yeah, I like it when it's through the story or in chapters. I like when it's between books and I have the whole series so I can continue. When I have to wait in new releases, I tend to wait a little bit, or see if I saw any review that says in a non-spoiler part, oh, this book ends with a cliffhanger, I was like, okay, I have that book, I will wait till the second one comes out or near it, so I can like, okay, it ends, I will know what happens. Question number 3, hard copy or paperback? In Portugal, we don't have the tradition of having hardbacks. Usually all books are printed in paperback, so the majority of my books are paperback. And now I have some couple of hardbacks. For example, if I have to pick, I'll go always to the cheapest one, which is the paperback, unless it's my favorite book of life, Evelyn Hugo, I'm looking at you, but you're expensive as hell. But unless it's that type of book, or it's a promotion that the paperback and the hardback is the same, I'll go to hardback, but typically I'll go to paperback. I don't know, it's more comfortable, more floppy, it's more adjustable. The hardback, it's heavier, but it brings another aesthetic to your shelf because they are so strict and they don't deform that, like, oh, I don't know. I think to see a hardback, especially with different spines, because it don't crack, it's beautiful, but to read is harder. 4, favorite book. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put here my top 4 favorite books of all time. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Red, White and Royal Blue, House Rules, and tie with House Rules 19 Minutes, both from Jodi Picoult. Those are my books for life. Question number 5. Least favorite book. The Haunting of Greenwalder by Wendy Webb. I hated that book. I didn't like Cassandra's Clare, but I didn't hate it. It was like just meh. That one was like, no, 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 no. It was just bad. 6. Love triangles. Yes or no? I'm tired of listening to people. There's not a triangle because the two of them are not connected. Bleh. What else? Whatever. Is whatever it is. It's an open triangle. It's a pyramid without the bottom. Whatever. Answering the question. I don't know how I feel. Like, if it's an interesting love triangle, like, if it's a very good and spicy love triangle, and you can understand why people are in that situation of between two, I liked it. But usually it's just like, oh, I'm so confused, I don't know who I love, oh my god, this is so hard. No, I just like, oh, come on, pick one. Don't you see that one is better than the other? Like, please. Question number 7. The most recent book you couldn't finish. Well, I usually tend to finish all the books. I don't know why I don't DNF, but I always think I can find something that will improve and will catch me and I'll love the book. But I think the last one was Tigana by Gay Gabriel K. And it was not because I was not liking it. I was liking it, but I was so tired of the book because it's so slow burn and so character. I was like, oh, okay, I need a break. I will come back later. And, well, we know what happened when you say that. You never go back. It's still there. I see the bookmark and it's on the point that I finish. But yeah, one day I'll be back. A book you are currently reading. So, let me think. I'm filming this before I finish As Far As You'll Take Me, so that is the one that I'm currently reading. By the time you're seeing this, I'll finishing, so I'll be reading Meet Cute Diary and 50 Miles Under the Sun, which are the ones that I already started, and those are the two I'm currently reading. The last book you recommend to someone. Well, let me think. Today I didn't recommend. Okay, I recommend to be with me and Jojo when we went to Porto. The 10 little because I was thinking the Portuguese title, which is the title that was not now used, but it's And Then There Were None, like the best book from Agatha Christie in my opinion. I only read like 3, but I love that book. Yeah, we recommend her to read that one because that one is just a masterpiece. Okay, the oldest book you've read by publication date. Okay, let me open Goodreads. I should have prepared myself. I never prepare myself for these questions. I just go like, let's see, and then I make you wait like an hour so I can find. Okay, publication date. 74, 41, 39. Oh, no. Stupid. Buh. I was saying, sometimes I forget what I've read. Thank God there is like places that I can put the books because I will not remember. Because I was like, oh yeah, that must be like the one because I didn't read like many old books, but no, of course I'm wrong. So I was thinking there was something like Agatha Christie because it was like 1923, but then I forgot I've read like Frankenstein in high school, and Frankenstein is from 1818. So yeah, that was the oldest book that I've read was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. 1818 was the first publication date. The newest book you've read. Okay, I closed Goodreads. Why did I close Goodreads? I saw that I searched that one. Okay, the newest book that I've read. Okay, so yeah, definitely the newest release that I've read till this moment that I'm shooting is Every Vow You Break by Peter Swanson, which was on March 23, the 23rd of March. Yeah, it was the newest one because I've read Heartstopper, which is now volume 4, but I read it on Webtoon, so I don't know if that counts, but definitely Every Vow You Break. And now when I finish Meet Cute Diary and 50 Miles Under the Sun will be that one. But for now, it's Every Vow You Break. Question number 12. Favorite author? Do I really need to say that again? It's Jodi Picoult. I love Jodi Picoult. I've read a lot of the books. You already heard me a lot of rave about her books. So, you already know that. To be yes? No. Okay, question 13. Buying books or borrowing books? Always buying books. I don't like to borrow books because if I like the book, then I want to buy it. So it's that thing like, oh, if you don't like it, well, if I don't like it, I can resell it and I don't lose all the money. So that's always good. And if I like it, I already have the book and I don't have to worry if I have to find it again, or I prefer to have the books, have it on my bookshelf, and then if I don't like it, I'll just sell it or I just send to a friend or something. No problem. A book you dislike that everyone seems to love. Well, Bia, here he goes, but he's like Mockingjay and Catching Fire, I didn't like from Susan Collins. Cassandra Clare, I also didn't like. But I think Catching Fire and Mockingjay is like more hyped than, yeah. I like the first Hunger Games, the second and the third, no. Bookmarks or dog ears? Of course, Bookmarks. I have a full collection of Bookmarks. If you like it, I can make like a short video showing all the bookmarks that I have. But I have a lot of bookmarks. Even small ones like with the clip and with the rubber thing of Harry Potter is like, they are very cute. Question 16. A book you can always reread. I don't tend to reread books. I just reread the selection because I want to pick the fourth and the fifth book, but I didn't at the time. But I don't tend to reread. I wanted to reread some of my older books to recommend to you. For example, A Night House, I wanted to reread because I think it's not very well known, but it's a very cool YA story about a secret society. But I don't recall much about the stories to say anything more than this. For example, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel is also amazing, but I can't say much more about the plot because I don't recall what it was like thoroughly without, I don't know if it's being a spoiler or not. So yeah, but I don't tend to reread. 17. Can you read while hearing music? I never tried. I can read while listening to television, but music I don't think so, because I don't have a classic playlist. I think if it was instrumental I could, but being a song with lyrics, I will just start jamming and start like singing along. So I think no. I like to be focused on hearing the voices in my head, and I think the music will disturb my inner thoughts. Question 18. One POV or multiple POVs? And POVs being points of view. I tend to like books with more than one POV because I think it brings something more to the story. I think when it's well done and when it gives you, it's not like you have a situation and you see a situation by A and then you do later chapter is the same situation by B. No, that doesn't bring anything new to the story. But when you have like A and B and you exchange situations and you exchange like when you go A to B, and it brings like a dynamic to the story, and it brings a very interesting concept that you can see what they are thinking or what they are experienced in different situations. I really like that. Even when it's not on as a main, it's a third person narrator, but it's focused on that perspective. I really enjoy that. I prefer books with multiple POVs. I always find that brings something something more to the story. Question 19. Do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? I never read a book in one sitting. Well, the selection, it was technically in 24 hours, but it was like I started at noon and I end up the morning after because I slept. But I usually don't read a book in one day. I'm a very slow reader. Like, it takes me at least a week to finish a book, more or less. It depends on the size of the book, of course, but usually a week and a half. And now, who do you tag? Let's tag some people. And for now, I will just stop recording. So after a long and intense research, just opening channels that I follow, that I like, and see if they are done. I miss one now that I'm seeing that, but I think he did. Just checking now, but I think Jeremy did already this. I remember him doing it. Yes, he did. So I'll tag Ian from Out of This World Reader. Let's subscribe all to his channel. Let's reach 100 like tomorrow. I want that. He recently tagged me on one tag that I'm shooting today. So let's also tag Pei Vio from Attention. Because I want to see the 3 multiple Peis together again. Please, I really like that. I love to hear Katya doing tags, so let's tag Katya also. Bia, you tagged me once, I get you another tag. Mwah. And so you don't feel alone, I also tag Jojo, both of them. So you have, Jojo, you are almost free, so you can do tags. Let's also tag John from Hey All Listen Up. He's been doing a lot of tags, and I think you get another one to do. It's amazing. Let's also tag Maria from Maria Muse. I like the way she tags, you know, she's very relaxed, and I don't know, I liked it. Let's tag also Elsa from the French Book Dreamer, because, I don't know, I like the way she explains things. She's just out of the box. Let's also tag Emily, because she's been out with a lot of... She's been sick and then a lot of things happen, so just I want her to have some fun doing a tag. She tagged me on the rapid fire, so I'm tagging on the 20 questions. It's a tag for a tag. And I hope you come back very soon, Emily. And last, let's do Spencer on Sphinx Reads. We all tag each other, so he likes to do tags, so here's another one for you. So these are all the people that I'll tag for doing this tag. I think there are 20 questions, and I think this video is going to take some cuts because it's being too long and I talk too much, I know that. But believe me, I try to talk less, I promise. But yeah, this was the 20 questions book tag. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. I know most of you already left, but whatever. Yeah, and I hope you guys do it this tag. Even if I don't tag you, feel free to do it. It's just fun. I like to break this from all the books and all the reviews that we do. Yeah, I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, so I see you guys on my next video. Bye.